Welcome to today's edition of Candid Talk, FERN. How are you?
I'm okay, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. So FERN, tell us more about yourself.
FERN is not just a photographer. Well, FERN is a brand. So when you hear FERN, you just don't think about pictures, you think about a lot of things. Yeah, I'm a t-shirt brand. I'm a brand ambassador of a lot of things. I advertise business, I'm a graphic designer, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a videographer, and I'm still yet to know more about myself.
Okay, so is FERN your real name?
FERN is my real name. It's actually Fernando, so FERN is just like part of the name. So, yeah.
So that was basically the inspiration of the company name?
Exactly.
Quite interesting. So FERN, yesterday was Valentine's and we're showing love to our loved ones. Do you want us to tell us a little more about your love life? Are you married? Or are you dating someone? Do you have kids? Would you like to share your private life a little with us, you know?
Okay, this is not for the media, but I'm dating. I think I posted a few pictures yesterday about my Valentine's Day. I took her out and I bought her a few presents, and I think she's happy.
So should we say a romantic man?
Just for her.
Okay, that's very interesting. So before I keep talking about the media house, your media house, I want to know, I really fancy your fashion sense. Most people actually,
oh, really?
I'm sure there's more to this, most people know that you look amazing in most of your outfits. So is it right for us to call you a fashion star?
I'm a fashion star. I got this shirt yesterday as well, just for this interview.
Okay, that's very interesting. So FERN, your work is outstanding, and a lot of celebrities, ordinary people in Zambia can testify to this. But some of us would love to know more about what you do. Kindly tell us more about your career.
Well, I started this career some few years ago. It was a rough journey. It just didn't happen, and I didn't just get this clientele from nowhere. I've been pushing, I've been trying my best to get where I am today. So this profession is not easy. It's something that has been patient. I've been patient with it, I would say. Yeah. Okay.
That's very interesting. Mostly the young people, because you're a young man yourself and doing well for yourself. Yeah. Most young people think you can just get there magically, No. So as FERN, do you want to share a little bit about your history? How has been the journey as being a young Zambian photographer?
Well, it's been rough. I started off as a music artist. Then I was in the corporate belt. Then I switched up. I came to Lusaka. I turned out to be a graphic designer. Then after that, I tried photography, and yeah, this is who I am right now. So I think I'm still trying out. So
okay, I think you're trying out well, because we have noticed that you take amazing photos of most of our Zambian celebrities, like Bombshell. And how is that feel? Like, how do you feel that you take amazing photos of these amazing celebrities of our country?
Well, first of all, I'm a fan of myself. I look up to myself, and I like to compete with myself. So it's a good experience working with these guys, them calling you. Because, when I was a musician, I used to call them for features. I would refuse. So I had to trick them and find a way to get them to me. So
it's very interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
So I believe photography has to be very enjoyable, and you need to take out a certain style from the celebrities and these other. Okay, we have an amazing dog with us.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my best friend.
Yeah, to take the amazing features of the celebrities and all your clientele. Do you want to share a little bit on how you go about making these pictures come out the way they come out?
Well, it's just that you found me busy today. Today, Monday is my editing day, but I would have actually showed you on how I do this. But it takes a lot of pictures, takes a lot of experiments. It's not just a one-off thing and boom, the picture is nice. Editing is also stress.
Yeah.
So I think for now it's actually quality over quantity. So
that's very interesting. Looking at right now in the world, and not only Zambia, we are undergoing a pandemic, which is COVID-19. Has COVID-19 affected your business in any way, or is it that you have found a solution to it?
Well, I think this corona thing has affected almost every business in Zambia, not just my business. But the only thing we can overcome this is to take precautions and be together and fight this coronavirus. Yeah. Okay,
so as FERN Media House, what precautions are you taking for your clientele as they come? Because I'm sure you want to assure them that they are safe.
First, it starts with me.
Yeah.
I've got my pocket hand sanitizer. Then I'm not allowing anyone to enter my studio without their face masks, and we are also taking precautions with this.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, would you also want to tell us your biggest challenge in photography? What's the challenge that you faced as a Zambian photographer that you would love to share with us?
Okay, the biggest challenge is a client hiring the same location as a previous client, and you have to bring out different results.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a challenge. You have to think of a lot of angles at a different place until you bring out something new.
Okay, that's very interesting. And what's your biggest achievement as a photographer?
I haven't achieved anything yet.
Oh.
I'm still achieving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having you said that, who is your role model? Who do you look up to in photography, if there's any?
Not in photography. I'm a creative guy, so I look up to God.
Oh, wow.
He's the only creative God I can look up to.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And in any industry, there are competitors.
Yeah.
And I believe we have a whole lot in the media house right now as a country. The question I have for you is what makes your work, your brand, stand out?
Well, what makes me standing out is just me being me and knowing what I'm supposed to do. I've done my homework already, so what makes me stand out is being creative. I am not a lazy guy. I like to bring out creative ideas in everything that I do. So I'm a creative guy. I'm not just a photographer. I've mixed my designing skills into photography skills, my business skills as well. So what makes me stand out is me being myself and the ideas that I have.
Okay,
yeah.
That's very interesting. I look forward to come and play around your studio.
You should.
Okay, so there's all this saying that comes out in our country where people just have all these negative say or critics. How do you handle that?
Well, I just avoid the resistance to fight back. I don't fight back. I just watch everything and just laugh and move on. It's normal to get hatred.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give the upcoming photographers? I'm sure there's some challenges, like we said earlier, that you have faced. What would you tell the younger, let me not call them younger, but the upcoming Zambian photographers? What would you advise them?
Well, first of all, I've seen a lot of upcoming photographers who are doing better. I wouldn't just mention them now for a reason. Yeah, but there are a lot of guys who are doing better. Sometimes you are not supposed to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You're supposed to be able to share ideas. You're supposed to look up to people around you. You're supposed to, you're not just supposed to be self-centered. You're supposed to research with people around you. You're supposed to be free to look up to them as well.
Okay, that's very interesting. Coming to another question that I'll have for you.
Is that a tough question?
It might be, but
you're asking tough words.
It's not a tough question.
Okay.
Like when you're taking all these pictures of these celebrities, I'm sure sometimes you get nervous because you want them to
like them.
Come out, to like them to come out perfect.
Yeah.
So what's your to-go ideal to get a perfect picture?
Well, I think it's just confidence. confidence is key. So just pulling up yourself and thinking I can stand out better than anyone else is what brings me out. And I'm never afraid of ideas. I take all the ideas. If they don't work out, I trash them.
Okay, so another question that I have for you this afternoon is, where can they find you? Like, where are you located?
Our studio is located in Kawata, just along Ring Road, near Goldcrest Mall. Yeah.
Okay. We're almost.
Are you not asking me about my Instagram?
Oh yeah,
Facebook?
You need to talk about your Instagram and your Facebook. Please go ahead and tell
Okay,
us
so
about that.
my Instagram is FERN the Photo Plug. I'm the one and only plug.
Do you want to say that again?
FERN the Photo Plug.
FERN the Photo Plug. I'm following you right now. Actually, I'm going to play with my phone and follow you right now.
On Facebook, it's just FERN, and the
Okay.
company page is FERN Media House.
Okay, one last question. No, not the last question. I have a game coming up for you.
Okay.
But the other question I have is, usually we ask ourselves, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or 10 years? Where do you see yourself as FERN Media House?
Well, I think I'm leaving that to God. I think God knows better where we're going. We are just moving with God's speed, and direction is more important than speed.
Okay, what's the last message that you have before the game? I'll emphasize again because we need to play this game.
Okay.
What's the last message that you have for your fans?
Thank you so much for supporting FERN Media House. We are a creative media house that is looking out there to work out with you, and we have a lot of ideas. Please don't stop supporting us.
Okay, so now to the game. What's the 60th letter in the alphabetical line?
H.
Okay, man, thanks for
Do I get
having
it right?
us on this show. You will take it if you were correct. Thanks for having us, and anything else that you want to say?
Thank you so much for supporting me. Please follow my page, and there are a lot of giveaways there. Thank you so much for supporting FERN Media House. This is where quality lives.
Okay, thanks for featuring Smart Egos and Candid Talk. Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome.